Mary, me again. I'm starting to get concerned now. If you're on your way, ignore this. Any problems, ring, okay?
Lightning never strikes in the same place twice, you know.
Try saying that to the man with the burnt head.
Heavy night?
No. Sun's out. You're a presumptuous little man, Mr. Singh. Not an ideal quality in a defense advocate.
And what is?
Look and learn, Ranj. Look and learn.
Des, there's something that I wanted to...
Hang on a minute. Just check that I've... Morning, gorgeous.
Morning, Ginger. 3 days in a row, I'm impressed.
Important case.
How so?
Let's just say if I can pull it off, my name will be on the letterhead before the month's out.
And if you don't?
Not an option. Morning, Hukin.
Jules.
Again?
Needs today and tomorrow off. Got Margaret Matthias covering for this morning. Very keen to help. Another Peter Mansell in the making?
Don't. He stopped me referring this hospital assault to Crown Court. He's paranoid the Home Office don't think we're up to this kind of thing. What can you do?
Advise them strongly.
I did.
You weren't too cocky, I hope.
Usually it's pretty quiet.
But now and again, things get out of hand. Don't worry, slightest little bother and I'll be on to it.
Yes, well, let's hope you won't have to.
You do your job, Mr. Jenkins, I'll do mine.
You lost someone, Des?
2 no-shows. Hugh's gonna roast me alive if I try and join again.
And I won't be there to watch.
Bob?
Grovelling to the boss again?
Yeah, no need to worry. Yeah, everything's in hand. All right.
I was getting worried.
I know, I got your messages. I only just managed to get away. We're 2 staff down and I didn't want to leave them in the lurch.
Of course not. Yes. Yes, just a... I think you need to report to him. She's here. I know. I'll do what I can.
I'm sure you spend more time in here than you do in your own office.
I'll have you know I've got low blood sugar. Careful, Ranj. Nearly smiled then.
1 tea, 1 coffee. Have you seen the new edition? The security guard filling in for Wayne.
Oh, yeah. According to Des, she used to be an SAS Marine. Knows how to break a man's neck with a bare hand. What?
She better turn up.
Well, part of me hopes she doesn't.
Let's get it all over with.
Sorry, I just need the...
Nerves?
No, Sarah. An urge to urinate, actually. Is that all right?
So this is good news, really.
Well, yeah, for Mira and my dad, but...
What?
Partnership's flattering, yeah, but... this is where you're going to be for the rest of your life.
So don't accept. Simple as that.
Due to the lack of bodies in the dock, are we to assume, Mr. Davis, that your clients have once again failed to attend?
Yes.
Which makes it, let's see, how many times?
I would therefore respectfully ask your worships that this case be adjourned.
Mr. Evans, I noticed from the case records that this matter's already been adjourned 5 times previously for various reasons.
Oh, yes, ma'am, we do seem to be setting some kind of record. I would suggest to your worships that we issue a warrant.
Give me an hour. I'm concerned my clients may have experienced travelling difficulties and would respectfully ask the court to put this case back an hour to give my client sufficient time to get here.
Park Street. It is rather a distance, isn't it? 10 minutes walk at least. Does it matter for you, your worships?
Yeah, we will agree to put this case back 1 hour.
Thank you, Mom.
Where's the fire, Des?
Wake up call.
No shows?
Yep, but I know where they live.
The blood test shows you were under the influence when taken to hospital. It's in the police report.
Didn't even start it. Some woman got jealous of me chatting to a man.
Yeah, that's not today's case. When you assaulted Mary Stevens...
I didn't.
Level with me for once. I'm not prosecution.
I'd taken a pick-me-up in the pub. Some woman comes for me, all hell breaks loose. So I'm in casualty facing all sorts. And all I did was ask the doc to help me slip out.
And she refused, so...
I panicked, I lashed out. I was pretty out of it.
Stay with that. Say you can't really remember.
It's bad, isn't it? Through with it then.
Well, I haven't got much choice. You're gonna get done one way or the other.
Yeah, but if I just got done for the pub brawl, he reckons I could get off with a suspended. Today's the killer.
What can I do? I'm under pressure here. Personnel is stalking me.
Change your story then. Say I came round and was in pain and confused and just panicked. Forget what I asked.
I don't know. My contract expires soon.
I could say, I go down, you go down. But I'm not that much of a bitch. Am I? Just a little something to remember me by.
I could have been wounded, or worse. I'm telling you, people don't know the danger we're in.
Policeman's lot, Clem.
Yeah, well, the way things are headed, we're going to need danger money soon.
If you want no danger, try security.
At least it's warm and dry.
Stay.
Who am I, your dog?
I like my dog. I don't know what they've been smoking, but my guess is you can't buy it over the counter.
Come on, you two, there's a time and a place. And it's not here and now. Oi.
3 words, lady. Human Rights Act.
See what I mean?
I can't.
Why?
I just want to forget it, okay?
You can after today. You were hurt, and as a young female doctor, do you want to send out the signal that it's par for the course?
And this has got nothing to do with the fact that the trust needs to be seen to be taking care of its staff.
You've got a bright future. You're a good doctor. Don't mess this up. For you or for us.
Kids, give her or tell Mum I did your maths.
What's up?
He said you were Dracula.
Can't be. It's daylight. You on your own?
Mum's parking the car. Mrs. Julian Jones. Dracula, with special powers to resist sunlight.
No, I'm not. I'm just a gopher in a daft cape.
Prove it.
Oh, there's nowhere I'd rather be either than tucked up under a warm duvet. But if this case doesn't go ahead today, we're all in trouble. You know I've had orders from above, so wise up, right?
What's it worth?
See, I'm a student and he's unemployed.
Oh, my heart bleeds.
Don't want to let my dad down, do you?
So, what's it worth?
It was while receiving that attention that the defendant hit out against the doctor who'd been called to treat her. During the attack, the doctor suffered bruising to her arms and face and was away from work for 10 days. Traces of alcohol, amphetamines and cocaine were found in the defendant's bloodstream. The arresting officer described her behaviour as highly aggressive. Furthermore,
P.C. Morris was in the shop on a personal errand, Your Worships.
Rat.
When he stumbled upon the defendant trying to steal a bottle of vodka and 200 cigarettes.
Rat.
He called out and told them to stop, but when the defendant saw him, they shouted,
Pratt.
Mr. Malcolm, you will have your opportunity to address this court later. In the meantime, would you kindly keep your unwelcome comments to yourself? And while you're at it, take your hands out of your pockets, sit up straight, and treat this court with the respect it deserves. Now.
Dr. Stevens, could you please take us through the events of the morning of the 20th of March when the defendant presented herself to you for treatment? Her eye was badly cut, wasn't it?
Yes.
And when you attempted to treat her, what happened?
She became very distressed.
Okay, could you be a little bit more specific, Dr. Stevens? Doctor?
Sorry. It's all a bit blurred.
Yes, perhaps understandably upsetting. Permission for a short recess, Your Worships?
Granted.
Stand, please.
I heard the rumpus as soon as I went into the shop. The defendants were causing a scene, shouting, language, things I wouldn't care to repeat.
Then I won't ask you to.
But it's all in my report. I asked them to stop 3 times in all, then they assaulted me.
Am I correct in saying you were wearing your uniform at the time, Constable?
Yes.
And you had your CS spray and your, baton with you?
I did.
And yet you were unable to stop 2 young people, hardly heavyweights, from assaulting you. P.C. Morris?
I was on an errand.
So?
To, buy some crisps for the boys. It was my lunch break, so I thought I'd cover my uniform quick with an anorak zipped up tight like. And I went for the spray on my belt. I couldn't get at it because of the coat, you see. Yes, you wouldn't be smiling, sir, if you faced the danger I face on a day-to-day basis. You don't know what it's like, having to watch your back 24 hours a day in case thugs like those 2 decide to attack you.
Oh, that's a bit strong, isn't it? I mean, all they did was burst a bag of flour over your head and muss your hair.
They prodded me too.
Sorry. Mustn't forget the prodding. Just make sure that they all... Sit. 1-0 to me. Fine and ticking off.
Clem was sure they get more.
Well, he needs to get things in perspective, doesn't he? I mean, either that or Anders noticing. Anyway, listen, I'll talk to you about that later on, all right? Heel. Come on.
You put yourself on the line, and what does the system do when someone tries to make a fool of you? Gives them a helping hand.
I can't imagine being married. Sharing my space.
You got a boyfriend?
No. Oh, there was someone, but I wanted to focus on my career. I suppose you've done both. What's your secret? Gay husband? Joke.
The secret. If only I knew.
She might not testify. If she does, she'll play it down. She's cracking.
There's something here I should know.
Out of interest, how much more would I be looking at for supplying?
Is she making you nervous? She's just a sad druggie.
You don't understand.
So? Try me. Can't lie to you, Mary. The Trust would look upon your assistance in this matter very favourably. And that is worth considering.
Better than all that fizzy stuff. Did you bring your books?
That'll be £2.78. Mental arithmetic. My speciality subject.
Top of your class, is it?
I am my class.
All right.
2 teas.
And no milk for me, I'm a vegan. And can I get a tomato sandwich, only no butter?
On bone china or a silver platter?
You got where you wanted, didn't you? Got us off with a fine?
Which your dad's on his way over to settle, so I wouldn't get too cocky.
Garrett and Connor get mornings. I get afternoons.
You must miss your friends.
They stopped calling. Nothing in common now. The boys have got each other.
Well, can't you talk to your mum?
I think she likes having us there. My dad works abroad. £1.65.
SAS, is it?
Sorry, Anita. How many people to share it with?
Too many.
Have an orange pop.
Isn't there a parent you can ask?
We're poor.
You can get mine and all. Large coffee, please.
No wonder you're highly strung.
Oh, don't you start. Ranjit's already had a go at me this morning.
I've been laying the law down, has he? Bad habit.
In between moaning about his partnership.
What partnership?
Offers on the table, apparently.
She had a cut above the eye which needed stitches. I was about to begin treatment when the patient became restless.
Restless?
She was unconscious upon arrival, and when, as I started to sew, she must have felt the pain of the needle and come to.
And is that when the defendant attacked you?
She panicked. She knew she was in trouble. I don't think she really knew what she was doing.
We've heard testimony from police officers that she was wrestling with you violently, so they seem to think that she knew exactly what she was doing.
She wanted me to help her escape the police.
And when you rightly refused, she lashed out.
No, it's not. I know her.
She's a friend of yours?
No. She's my dealer. She gets me speed. I work very long shifts. But then you don't need my excuses.
Your Worships, this is a private prosecution brought by the local education authority. Mrs. Gillian Jones, the summons reads, you have failed to send your children, Beatrice Connor and Geraint Jones, to Bryn Tirion Secondary School and Pantwen Junior School, Pembridge, respectively. It cites over 200 missed attendances between them. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Just draw lemons.
That one? Yeah.
So is our 30 quid? Oh, you promised.
I lied.
Bad karma, man.
Dealt with worse, man.
Been years since I set foot in here.
200 quid each and 100 quid for damage to the court.
I didn't inform the appropriate authorities, as I knew I had every right to educate my children at home.
Mrs. Jones, they should be assessed independently as home-tutored pupils. Weren't you aware of that?
I know my children and give them my undivided attention on a daily basis. Fortunately, I have the means to do this. I monitor their strengths and weaknesses and stretch them accordingly.
Making faces, Jason? No. Glad to hear it. Phone your mother.
Bob. Drink tonight?
I can't, sorry. Having people round to dinner.
Bob, I got asked this. Partnership. I pussyfooted around long enough. Just want to know if and when it's likely, or, I mean, I've had a good run.
For how long this time? Your billing's erratic. You're good, but the stuffed shirts know you too well. Get your act together on a more consistent basis. Then maybe.
Right. Just had to ask.
No probs. Oh, and thanks for today.
Mr. Matthias, did you sign a warrant without my or Hugh's knowledge last week?
Did I? Yes, I think I did.
And did you realise you had no right to do that?
Well, the detective was in such a hurry. I'm not saying he put pressure on me, but he'd just received information about this dealer receiving some package or something. I thought I was helping him out of a tight corner.
Well, they searched the wrong flat. 2 pensioners were confronted by a mob of policemen brandishing weapons halfway through their tea.
Oh, dear. It was my first day, you see, and I had such a lot to take in.
Well, the incident has been reported to Mr. Mansell, and he'll need to arrange a formal meeting with you.
Is that necessary? It was just a little slip-up.
Not really. The owners of the flat they searched may sue the police.
Mira must be chuffed. Your partnership.
Yeah, I was going to tell you.
I'm pleased for you.
I haven't accepted yet.
Yeah, but you will.
Don't know. Longer hours, bigger headaches. Not sure it's for me. Can't help feeling there's this other life I could be living.
Yeah, it makes 2 of us.
What was that?
Me being honest in a court of law. She was going to grass me up if I testified, and you wouldn't let me back down.
If you'd have told me...
You'd have reported me.
Would I? I know what goes on, Mary. But now you've publicly announced it, you give me no choice. Have you? Mary?
30-hour shifts, demanding patience. Well, I can't say I'll miss it.
Warren? What's the matter, Bach?
Help me. I need somebody to help me. Please.
Come on, love.
We fine you £300 on this occasion. We strongly advise that you make a proper alternative provision for your children's education with the knowledge of the Education Authority. Until this is done, your children must return to their respective schools.
But I don't want them back there. I worry about them. My daughter wanted to give up piano because she thought it wasn't cool. My son started dropping their H's and spoke like inarticulate yobs in order to fit in. Connor failed exams to stop being bullied. My 8-year-old was given an expert demonstration in the schoolyard of how to unroll a condom. I want my children to have the opportunity to become special adults, not to conform and dumb down.
They need to be trusted to make their own decisions. they also need to learn social skills and take on peer pressure. My advice? Give yourself a break and let the world knock them into shape.
There's a meeting tonight, church off Maple Street.
I know where.
7 o'clock.
How do you know?
It's nearly 4. Look, I could ring my husband and ask him to pick up the kids if you want me to sit with you for a bit.
Thanks.
He's gonna think I got a bit on the side.
Left my glasses.
I was going to bring him through for you.
Thanks. I wanted to say, appreciate your support of Grace.
How is she?
Now, she's on medication. And there's a clinic in Cardiff I've been told about. It's residential. She wants to get better. It's what we both want.
School for you 3 tomorrow, then.
Yeah.
You go to it? How many in the class?
30?
And a teacher? You don't mess about then, will you, huh?
No.
Eh?
Why are you the only one wearing a cape then?
So I can fly home.
Don't patronise him.
How have they been? Entertaining.
Finished helping your mates now, have you?
Excuse me?
You lot make me sick.
Come on, kids. School tomorrow.
Real spider.
Connor!
I've contacted your friend.
It's rough inside, isn't it?
You'll serve no more than 3 months.
Won't fit in. Don't belong in there. I'm not an addict, even. I only started dealing when I lost my job. And I'd never sell to kids.
What are you looking at?
Isn't it about time you went home?
Glad to have you as my witness. What do you reckon to this?
No, he's done very well. Should be very pleased with himself.
Is he celebrating?
He's not. That's why he's a partner.
Right.